When I finished high school, I wasn't very sure of what I wanted to do. I was very into art, sculpting and painting, so I went to Paris to study French so I can go to the art school there. So at that time in Paris, I was 18 years old. I saw the first big pastries and a different way to serve the food. Also at that time in my hometown Querétaro, we didn't have this kind of pastries. We have beautiful pastry and baking in Mexico, but it was a different thing. And as a 18-year-old, I was like surprised about also the passion that the people had doing this. So for me, it was like a sculpture, it was like art, but it was edible, and I love to eat, and I love art. So it was the same things blended, and then I decided to study to be a cook. After Paris, after 1 year in Paris, I went to Seville in Spain, and I studied there 3 years as a cook. Always, sometimes in some of my internships, because I was the youngest and the girl, mostly of the chefs were like, oh, she goes to pastry. So I had, I think, a really good base on pastry because of that. So, but now I feel like they did a favor to me because I have like both worlds, you know. I cannot tell you that I'm a pastry chef, but I'm a chef that has both worlds, and that makes my skills more complete. Well, after traveling around the world, I've been working with different and famous chefs that really inspired me. And at some point, I was sous chef in Central in Lima, Peru. And then we were invited to do an event in New York where I met Taka. Taka at that time was the sous chef of Osteria Francescana of Massimo Bottura. And after some years, we got married, and I went to Italy. I started there doing different stuff. Also, I was lucky enough that Massimo and Lara invited me to participate on the book The Bread is Gold, because previously I participated on the books for Virgilio Martinez, one with the editorial Penguin and one with Phaidon. So they knew this, and I collaborated to finish the Bread is Gold book. And when we finished, I was looking for a job, and then Massimo told me that he had this project with Gucci. And after some meetings and some ideas, they invited me to be in charge and to lead this project. So I come from a culture that we have almost zero waste in everything that we cook. I was taught by my grandmothers and my family that we have to use everything. You know, in Mexico we are a country that we have everything the whole year. That's a gift. But also we appreciate all what we have. So if you buy a banana, if you buy a mango, or you buy a chicken, you use the whole chicken. And you can see in street food and also in traditional food that we use the whole product. So I think it's a part from my heritage, but also I'm responsible of what I'm using in my kitchen. So, and I want to also to share that with my team. I think now we have a big problem of waste in the world, and I don't think that I can change that problem, but I can participate in starting the change. I think the problem that we have is of knowledge, basically is lack of knowledge of how you get those products into your house. There is such a huge work and job and effort to get all these products that you don't realize what you are throwing away. Or also you don't realize what people needs, that maybe now for us is like, oh yeah, this maybe is broken, or maybe it's like it is not perfect, and then I throw it away. But it has a value. And I think we have to start sharing this thought and this knowledge to everyone, because it's not fair for our planet, for us, because maybe in some years we're gonna start be lacking of food, water, and everything. And it's not just a thought. There are already studies that it's happening. I think my biggest challenge in the restaurant is to really keep happy and to see, and I don't know if the word is serve, the needs of my team. Nowadays we are really focused on sustainability, but what about human sustainability? For me it's important that my people in my team arrive, that they have nice food to eat every day, that we have nice environment, that every need that they have, they feel that I'm listening them. So I think my biggest challenge is every day with my team and also with my family. I love Mexican street food. I don't have a favorite I think I have I have many favorite restaurants, but my favorite thing in the world is Mexican street food. That's a hard one, but because I have a lot of them. But thinking in a quick way, I will say Enrique Olvera. A book, Shortcuts. Mexico. Love. Heritage. Renaissance. And quality. I want that everyone that see this course discover different techniques about reusing the leftovers, or what we think that can be waste, but it's not.